What's going on, guys? Welcome to our pre-tournament video.
Yeah,
With me, as always,
co-host Dave.
the infamous, and I'm Busta Move,
Buster Move.
aka Busta.
aka team leader, the leader.
So it's been a while. I actually haven't played a Warhammer game since the end of April.
Mm-hmm.
When you saw our last battle reports in Gothenburg, and I played a little bit with Beast Herds, since I accidentally left my army behind in another city, so we didn't get to play for a while until we have this upcoming tournament coming up at the end of May. So this video is just gonna be like us going through our lists and just breaking down our strengths, weaknesses, trying to guess how it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
yeah,
think I might be first here. Scroll down.
yeah. For the upcoming battle reports, we're gonna do as usual. We're gonna have battle reports for my games, but then David will, like, in the end, break. How do you say it? Break down
Break down the game.
how it went for him as well. But there won't be any battle reports.
Yeah.
So let's just take whoever comes first here. So it's a grand tournament, but it's not that grand. It's like 30 players.
And
Here is David.
how many ETC players were there? I think 12.
Yeah,
12 or 13.
yeah. We'll get to that after we go through our list and we do the predictions. Then we can
Alright.
talk a little bit about the competition.
Definitely.
So what
Yes,
are
ma'am.
we looking at?
All right. It's basically a racing list, but with a dragon. I can't take credit for it though. I basically stole it from from the ETC. What was it? ETC warm up in Germany. A
Yeah.
guy, and I changed it a bit due to my lack of models, and I didn't want to buy any new ones for just one tournament. But yeah, it's basically as you see here. It's a vampire countenance on the dragon, blood of red thirst, and 2 altars. So it's a beefy dragon. 3 up armor save, 4 up regen, toughness 6, strength 6, web skill 5 with distracting, and a bubble of 12-inch hard target. So it's a beast, and basically the rest of the list is basically just supporting units for him, except for the wing reapers, of course, which are pretty beefy themselves.
Yeah. What would you say are your good matchups and bad matchups?
My good matchups is definitely shooting lists.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, the
or
hard
ra-
target bubble and
Yeah,
the
or
racing.
rather not shooting lists with a lot of war machines, because war machines, like if you have 5 war machines, a lucky hit can still cause some serious damage against my list. But like ordinary ballistic skill shooting, elves and such, I would say it's my greatest strength. It's since my list excels at getting wounds back through magic. I would say you have to kill a unit all out, or else it's basically not dead. In my magic phase, I would probably get it back to full wounds with my Dark Tome altar, since I got 3+ to cast, with 3 mages who can cast evocation.
Yeah.
So my strength is yeah, against shooting list, and weakness I don't really know yet, to be honest. It sure has weaknesses, but I don't know.
I would say like combat heavy lists. That's
Yeah,
pretty fast.
a fast combat list, but yeah, it has to be able to out combat my list.
Yeah, exactly.
I still got some combat potential, but yeah, it has to be quite extreme in the combat department.
Because most lists they have a little bit of shooting, and the more points they invest in it,
Mm-hmm.
like the bigger your edge is, because
Yeah,
the shooting is not gonna do a lot. But if you're not shooting anything back, so if they out combat you, you're gonna have a hard time countering it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think.
Yeah, so
Okay, let's see if we can find my list here. Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Okay, we passed it some. I probably was just above you or under you or something like that.
Yeah, it might have been.
Here.
There you go.
So you're probably gonna recognize it. It's a lot, pretty similar to the list I brought to T&Q, the team tournament. But the adjustments I made was basically because I saw like all my bad matchups were basically heavy MSU, heavy shooting lists. I had a really tough time dealing with. I only had divination magic and 2 bolt throwers. So they could outmaneuver me, pick down some easy points, try to get objective. So the idea with my adjustments was to make it fit the meta a bit more, because the Swedish meta, there's a lot of shooting.
There is
a lot of elves. So what I did, the general is the basic prince on a chariot. I removed my 10 Queen's card and added a commander, BSB Queen's Companion with Charmed of Cursed Iron and Great Bow of Ilu. He gives the unit he's in quick to fire. And to my mage, he kept Ring of Fire. I don't know if I had it before, maybe not. And I added Essence of a Free Mind, so I could choose between Divination and Pyromancy. Because against those my bad matchups, the MSU lists, Pyromancy is really good. Like Pyromancy is crazy strong, but it has some bad matchups against like high armor and such. But
sure, and the thing is with the Asphalt Scholar, Pyromancy gets even better.
Yeah.
What's the spell? What's the name for the spell? The
Scorching Salvo.
Scorching Salvo, exactly.
For me, it's 27.
27 inches.
Everyone within 27 gets D6 strength for hits.
That's insane.
It's really good. So my core is 20 spears, 20 archers, 2 units of 5 reavers, 27 white lions, 5 knights of Brahma, 3 bolt throwers. So basically, if I face up against the shooting list, I can bring a. I brought guns to a guns fight.
Yeah, it's not like extremely shooting heavy, but a jack of all trades.
Yeah, what I like is it's not full shooting, but against the opponent's gonna have a tough time shooting a lot of things back at me, because I can hide what's weak against shooting, and the lion guards and the prince is really hard to take down with shooting.
Yeah, and
I pump out a lot back. So that was the thinking. So I think my good matchups is anything that's low toughness, like elves. That I can get a lot of points with my shooting and pyromancy. Also, Monster Mash list is gonna have a tough time against me.
As always.
And I'm gonna struggle against like either a heavy combat oriented list that's hard to that don't have any soft targets, like Warrior of the Dark Arts. It's hard to shoot down for me. Divination or pyromancy isn't really great against them.
That's true. Yeah.
Also, I don't know. War machines are still scary for me, like trebuchets, cannons.
Yeah, like a proper Kingdom of Equitine list.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
What's it called? Peasant. A peasant list.
Yeah,
right?
the peasant list.
It's good. Shoot trebs. That can cause some hurt.
Yeah, so I was really scared of them. I have Charm of Cursed Iron, but we'll see. I think it's a well-rounded list, so it should have a chance in every matchup. But there won't be a lot of hard counters for me against my enemy, or vice versa.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw your list. It's like it gives you a fair chance against every army, but it's not. I don't think there's an army where you would like auto win because you overwhelm him in any phase. So yeah, it's a well-rounded list.
So a bit about the competition. Going into this, I'm afraid of the Lincon tournament. I really am.
Yeah, me too.
Because like we went last year, and usually I shouldn't say usually. This last year that was our second tournament ever.
Mm-hmm.
But the
So
first
we didn't know the horrors.
we didn't know. The first tournament it went okay. I came here and Jesus, I got my butt kicked in. I think we were like 36 players and I got like placed 28 or something like that.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's really bad. Um,
Tell me my score then.
yeah, they got really good. You should be feeling confident.
Yeah, the thing is, I think I ended up on 13th place.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. You have to consider it. I didn't paint my army, so I got a 20 battle point reduction in my score. But if you
added the painting score, you would have ended up on 13th.
yeah,
place.
exactly. Yeah, but it was with wood elves though, or silver elves.
Yeah.
So.
We looked it up afterwards, and we saw like one of my opponents was David. That game I won, and the four other opponents were all like either like former ETC players.
Mhm.
And we were like, what the fuck is going on at Lincon? And now going into this, we did a bit more research, and it feels like
Everyone is
every name on this list you recognize from. I think it's like out of 30 players, like the ETC team, it's 8 players going to like Team Sweden, but
Yeah.
the ETC team is like 20 players, all play testing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the team captain picks the players out of a pool,
All right.
and it feels like every one of them is here. It's a lot of really good players that's made a name for themselves.
Yeah. So this is basically ETC warm up Sweden.
Yeah, it felt like this, but like of course there's still a couple of guys that's not ETC level, but it
Yeah,
didn't
of
feel
course.
like there was a lot of like, oh, I'm just going here trying out my first tournament, seeing what's up. I'm just gonna fluff.
Or rather, no one. It felt like no one's bringing out a proper fluffy list. Like, yeah, I feel the story behind it. So.
Yeah. So after how it went for me last time, I was like, man, we'll see how it goes. So, like my last singles tournament, I placed really well. So I was still like, okay, I hope to play good, but do we dare make any predictions?
Yeah, I want to make a prediction.
What's your prediction?
All right. I would say, like the last tournament, I placed really well.
Yeah.
But as told you back then, I didn't think I earned it though. I just basically lucked through my games. So I consider myself an average player. So an average score is what I'm looking at.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle.
I would like to place.
Like a god.
No. There's still players here that's a lot better than me. I would be happy if I placed like above average, but not in top 10. There's a few players. So average is 15. Top 10 is there's not
Yeah.
a lot of room, but like between 10 and 15.
Between.
maybe.
Yeah, it's a good goal.
Yeah. So it's just gonna be basic deployment, basic scenarios. So nothing fancy. And wish us luck, goddammit.
Yeah, wish us luck.